So you said you give clients, when you talk to them ahead of time, you give them kind of a list of what they should do or how they should prepare or what they should do for the photo shoot.
Right. The main thing is to relax. I don't want
Mm,
them to come in anticipating that it's going to be a problem or a struggle to get it done. I try to make it as fun as I can. I try to make it comfortable. I mean, not everybody is kind of a happy-go-lucky personality. I try to get a sense of what they like and what they don't like. If I feel like, or if they say they want a particular music to play, if that's going to make them feel better, then I will find out ahead of time what that is, and I will play it up for them.
Live life your way. That's mature allure.
The other thing I like to do is I will send out a series of questions to find out what kind of, especially for branding clients, what kind of mood they want their photos to be in. If they're actors, I ask about what kind of role they're going for. Are they trying to maintain a certain look or a certain kind of character that they always play, or are they trying to change that up and go for a new kind of character? If it's a business person, are they freshening up headshots? Are they starting a new position? So maybe they want new headshots in order to go with their announcements. They're starting a new job. Is it somebody who's looking for a new job and they need to look a certain way for a certain job that they're going for? There are people who have their own businesses. They will come in. A guy might want to wear a tie for a few pictures, and maybe they will maybe let's do one without the tie or change jackets. Maybe you want a more casual look depending on what kind of environment your job is. I want to make sure that people are covered for whatever need that they might have. I will advise people to kind of think about how they're going to use the photographs. If it's not just going to be for LinkedIn, you might want to have kind of a more relaxed one to use for a dating profile. You might want to
mm,
use it for your Facebook profile. Or let's say you do speaking engagements. You might want to have a different photo specifically for whatever flyers you might need to put out or whatever the venue asks you for. So
mhm,
I try to get people's minds off of necessarily being in front of the camera and how they're going to use and get it more onto how they're going to use the photo, how they want to look, what kind of feeling they want to get across in the photograph. And I use that information to kind of lead the conversation that we have once they get to the studio and in front of the camera. And
mm,
then sometimes I'll just say something wild and just to see if I can get somebody to laugh, because
mhm,
that's kind of the best. If I can get somebody to laugh and kind of continuously take pictures, that's the best expression.
mhm. How do you feel your background, like you were talking about your background in
Mhm.
communications and television, how do you think that has played into your ability as a photographer,
I
if it
think
has?
it has it helps a lot because in being in television production, for one thing, you have to write questions or ask questions of somebody. So I'm aware of how to start and lead a conversation, kind of pick up on what the person is telling me, and kind of I'll end up talking to somebody about the job they've done, the job they hope to do, anything funny that might have come up with their work or what or an audition they've done. It also helps that being in television in particular, you're looking at people all the time. You're looking
Mm,
at the screen and you see what looks good or what doesn't look good or why that lighting works or how it doesn't work. And you can I think I have a better idea of there are times when you look up on screen and you'll see somebody and think and you're distracted by how they look. You're
mm,
distracted by the look on their face. You're not paying attention to the substance of what they're saying because of how they look. And that helps me with clients doing headshots. I can say, well, this outfit might look good in person. It might not play as well on camera. So
mm.
all of that comes into play when I'm working with somebody for headshots.